Well, I thought I was going to sleep. This is true, but I am finna go to sleep. But first, I want to tell you about this little news clip, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. This is the first time in my life I ever seen anybody, well, I didn't even see it, carjack, or attempt to carjack somebody with a bow and arrow. Lady, get out the car before I shoot you. I'm Cupid. I need this car. I can't fly no more, and I'm through with this job. And then Cupid gets the lady car. This is out of Atlanta, I believe. Then he gets the lady car, and then he crashes the car, and then the police pull up, and Cupid gets out with his bow and arrow, and now he want to aim it at the popos. But the popos got a gun, and so they blew Cupid ass back to the sky where he belonged. He's still alive, and this is a breaking story, so right now he's still breathing. Cupid. That's what you get for breaking so many people's heart. My name True, I'ma holler at y'all. Take this news clip out of Cupid. Later.
With some breaking news out of Marietta, officers have just taken a carjacking suspect into custody. He's been holding officers at bay on Powder Spring Street, and we're told the suspect aimed a bow and arrow at officers. Good Day's Caitlin Pratt joins us live with more on the suspect's arrest. Caitlin, this is as bold as it is bizarre.
Wild, Portia. Good morning to you. Yes, still very much a breaking scene here in Marietta. I'm going to step out of the way and tell you exactly what police investigators just updated us with. This is a very busy intersection. It's been swarmed by police since about 7:10 this morning. An officer was responding to what he thought was a car crash. It turns out the person inside the vehicle here was armed, and as you mentioned, armed with a bow and arrow. Police tell me an arrow was actually loaded. Officer fired at that person, apparently hitting that suspected carjacker. And I say carjacker because we've just learned from Atlanta police investigators that it's believed the man behind the wheel, the man who had this bow and arrow, was actually behind a carjacking in the Ansley Park area earlier this morning. Pointed a bow and arrow at a woman in her car, in her Toyota Camry, fired an arrow at the windshield, told her, hey, get out. Well, she did. He hopped in and took off. So what caused the crash here? That's one of the things that's under investigation at this point. That man who isn't being identified has been taken to the hospital. Police tell me he was alert. He was breathing at the time. Where he was shot by police, still unclear. And that's where the GBI all falls into this. Anytime there's an officer-involved incident, that's when they step in, which is standard protocol. At this point, police, they say this wasn't a busy intersection. It was the middle of rush hour, right? They're asking anyone with information on what may have happened, the events and all of this, to go ahead, contact Marietta Police. We're going to stay here on scene and try to get some more information on this very complex, very bizarre case.